No, I cannot tell that it is recording through the icon. You can do that nowadays. You can do some fun stuff with that. You check your watch, for it must have been the 100th time today. Chime hasn't changed since last you looked. The ceremonies are still a few minutes away. You check your phone, it must have been the 100th time today. The messages haven't changed since the last time you looked. Everything you sent last night is still unread. You stow your phone away, scanning the crowd for any people of interest. The air-conditioned gymnasium was packed with parents excited to see their kids move up in the world. You wish you could join them, or at least share the merriment.
Oh, cheer up, honey.
Saccharine voice calls from your side.
This is a special day, don't be so grumpy.
You glance over to your wife. What a weird second-person narration. That's just fucking weird. I guess because he doesn't contextualize his mind as such. That's fair enough. You can do that. A dangerously contagious smile on the face.
She'll show up, I'm sure of it.
You hum a non-response and you grumble, I'd say, and gaze forward, doing your best to find a small and comfortable smile. It's completely a fake, but it'll have to do for now. This sounds almost like Night in the Woods in a way. Particularly da-da-da-da. Yeah, that part sounds like some of the songs in the... The caveman principal gets on the stage as a few students and faculty scramble to finish the preparations. Just gonna put that in chill beats. You never understood why he wore such fine suits, yet went barefoot wherever he went. Again, double went. He taps the mic, a moment of feedback clouding the room before cutting off. He clears his throat, then goes into a completely generic and forgettable speech. You zone out as soon as it starts, mentally occupied by much more important things. She, her, your daughter, no, do better. Fang. Ugh. The name is foreign, and your mind attempts to reject it. And supplants it with something else. Fang. Fang is nowhere to be seen. NASA hasn't seen them. You sigh inwardly, move in frustration and anxiety. Nobody said this was going to be easy, but you need to do it. A name catches your attention. The principal's the source, and there's an uproar from the students in the hallway to the left. Your son and his girlfriend pass through the hallway onto the stage. Your wife cheers frantically, and the rest of the audience claps along. You flash a smile towards the stage. While your figure is certainly noticeable at a distance, your expression less so. It's sad. Sadist, we already took care of that one. I'll just put it in garbage then, because I can't work with this. What is prom? Proms, without chatter early too. Yes, they technically do, but it just doesn't like being polite about it. What's startup? Oh, neat. Let's see. It doesn't matter. At least try to enjoy this. Top of his class, star athlete, responsible, punctual, and everything you want him to be. Naomi. Oh, Naomi isn't too bad either! Oh, fuck! Ooh! Ooh, shots fired! Ooh. Jonathan Appleseed. Fucking Johnny Appleseed! Having on last... Naomi begins a speech, very clearly rehearsed and with a hint of gloating. You're not sure if it's intentional or not. Spade notices it, or is more concerned with time than her moment in the spotlight, and quickly hurries them off stage to announce the second part of the celebrations. Having on last name started with an A has some interesting benefits, and this was one of them. One by one, students' names are called, and they hop on stage to accept their diploma. Isn't there... Don't their name... Hold on. Yeah, it's with two A's, right? It's with two A's. I mean, if they did that, then they couldn't do the joke, because then they would automatically be first. One by one, the students' names are called, and they are hopped onto stage to accept their diploma with the occasional burst of cheers. Oleg Antonov, Oleg Antonov, Jonathan Appleseed, Lucy Aaron. Silence for about a second. NASA Aaron. Another round of applause for the star student. Jeff Aston. Damn it. You would hope she would at least show up if part of you knew this was the likely outcome.
I'm sure she's just sleeping in, dear.
Samantha says in an attempt to reassure you. A sigh escapes you, your facade wiped away by a grim scowl. I'm gonna talk to NASA. He probably knows something. You respond. An arm hooks around yours, demanding you stay put.
You know, it's not a good idea to force this.
I wasn't going to be doing anything crazy. Just got a bad feeling. Worried. She sighs, knowing her mind is already made up.
She was going to leave the nest eventually. There's a whole world out there for her, and she's ready to make her own decisions.
I know. We'll be back here before you know it, with or without. Her arm retracts without further protest, and you push your way through the bleachers and out towards the right side of the gymnasium. There's a couple of students milling around, waiting for something or someone, a few cheering as they sprint down the hallway, and NASA, by himself, with his back to the wall. Hey. I'll save the speech for later. I know there's still stuff you need to take care of. You seen your sister? Sibling. No, I won't check their text either. You check your phone again. Still unread. Yep, I'm gonna go check up on them. Won't be gone long though. Say hi to your mom when you get a minute. Yeah, just don't. He trails off. He doesn't know the details, but he's not clueless. No. Getting stressed out doesn't sound bad right about now, you respond. He nods and then heads back into the gymnasium. You exit the school and enter the parking lot, clambering into your car and turning on the ignition. You resist the urge to slam on the gas and peel out of the parking lot, electing for a more well-reasoned drive. At least as well-reasoned as any trip to Skid Row can be. A few minutes later, your car's parked next to their apartment building. You make your way up the stairs and look to their front door. You hesitate, feeling the knot in your stomach tightening before you even raise your fist to knock. Fear. Physical and mental. You became well acquainted with over the last few weeks, far more than you thought possible. You attempt to, in some way, rationalize away the fear. You checked the gun this morning and it was still where it belonged. You check your phone again, subconsciously hoping for an excuse away from this. Still unread. It's now or never. Okay, just say hello, and that you're just glad they're okay and that you want to make things right for real. It's the least you can do, even if you don't get everything you want today. Simple as that. 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 It's simple as that. The mantra doesn't slow your racing heart, nor does it stop it from speeding up as you prepare to knock. You realize you haven't heard anything from inside the apartment yet. The quiet din of the rundown housing hadn't changed, and no familiar voices made themselves heard. Chances are they're still asleep. You hope. Your fist lands on the door once, twice, thrice. 3 acoustic clicks echo through the hallway, and you wait with bated breath for a response. Nothing. You wait a few more seconds, just in case. Still nothing. You clear your throat and knock 3 more times. Fang. You call into the door. The name is foreign on your tongue, just as it was in your mind. Muscle memory attempting to supplant that name. Overcoming it is a small victory, dwarfed by the silence still emanating from the apartment. You don't have to come out or not anything. Just let me know you're in there. Just let me know you're in there. Nothing. Chances are they're out shopping, or on a date, or just giving you the cold shoulder. You'll get another opportunity at some point. You should get back to Volcano High. I'm very distracted. And I lost myself. Shit. Oh no, we're good until that almost sounded good. Nice. The doorknob turns. You glance down at your hand clasped around it. You might have noticed the cold brass against your scale, but the knob offering no resistance was alarming. Why was the door unlocked? Fear pours into you. You almost died the last time this door opened, but an unlocked door in this part of the city is a terrible sign. You brace yourself and push. The door swings open, lightly bouncing off the doorstop. The hallway in front of you is empty. Hello? You call again, but silence greets you once more. By the time you've finished considering the technicalities of breaking and entering, you've technically already stepped through the door and into the kitchen. Your eyes dart around, drinking in every detail. A few dirty dishes on the sink, a key on the countertop, a pantry door slightly ajar. You double back to the key, picking it up. Its standard door key, as unremarkable as they can be. You step back towards the door and slot the key into the keyhole. It's a perfect fit and turns the bolt easily. Great timing! You dash forward. You dash forward around the corner and into the main room. It's completely barren. You take stock of what's left. An entertainment center with no television. An empty desk with chair. A small, unkempt bed. I don't know why people go with unkempt over unkept. It's way snappier. With a pair of phones on it. And a pair of plates on the floor. They left their phones? Oh, shit. I thought they were taking their phones with... Oh, boy. Oh, shit. I love how that moment hits me like a truck. Every potential justification you've presented up to yourself up to this point has fallen apart. They're gone. They are fucking gone. And you never got a chance. You take an uneasy step forward and take a closer look. One phone is definitely Lucy's, so the other must be Aaron's. There's probably something useful on them, privacy rights be damned. You take a step towards the entertainment center's yakking open its drawers and cabinet doors. Empty, empty, chunk, chunk. But you hear something rolling along the bottom of the drawers. Fun thing, I happen to know that you can crack a lot of phones. There are devices for this. And, if Mr. Ripley works for the police, I assure you, he has an IT department that can crack your phone right open. You are not safe. I imagine to some extent that, like, there's probably, like, some phones it doesn't work on. But considering these are probably older models, because you're not buying your kid the fanciest thing on the block, right? These are probably older models. Anon seems like the kind of guy to go for Samsung. You can probably crack his phone right open. Hell, if you have a fancy IT department, they can probably crack those iPhones for you open as well. There are ways. Everyone was like, oh no, but what about that time that it was on the news? I assure you, that was not what that was about. Most likely, considering what I've seen and heard. Mostly heard, to be truth be told, mostly heard. Ugh. All I got to see is like the standard stuff they got, where they plug it in and it just goes, and it sucks out all the bits and bytes. It just goes big slurp. Which admittedly is extremely, it is so simplistic in context. I don't even know what it did. To this day. I've been told apparently that stuff's made by the Israelis, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Ooh. I mean, to be fair, that was like a while ago. They probably got new stuff nowadays. Phones update all the time. I mean, I guess they could just update the device. I highly doubt that the input-output would change that much. Although I guess if encryption is moving up, I wonder if Windows' latest, like, the trusted platform chip thing has resistance to this. Because I think the best defense you could realistically have is that the phone self-corrupts if it ever detects an intrusion attempt. That's like the best you can hope for, is that it self-detonates internally if it detects an intrusion. Outside of that, I don't know, man. It's it's like what they say. Although I guess cryptography is a bit different. If they're encrypted files and you legitimately cannot access them, then yes, you're kind of shit out of luck. But again, all you gotta do is get in. If you just have files and there's no way to open them, like, again, it's the key, right? The weakest point of all defenses is usually the key. And if it's not the key, it's something else. And if it's encrypted and it goes back and forth, then theoretically someone can just crack it backwards. If they really want to, they can put supercomputers on this stuff. I guess, it's unlikely, but oof. Like, is there a guy with a chainsaw out there being spooky to kids? That's what I'm wondering. Actually, to be honest, they might have lied about those machines, and they didn't work at all. Because all I ever saw was them doing the motions. I never seen the results of those things. It is entirely plausible they were just lying. Anyway, let's move on. The culprit is a brass cylinder, unmistakably belonging to you. Next to it is the last piece of your missing property. A testament to your failures, staring you right in the face. The reality you desperately tried to ignore, openly mocking you. What could have been, what almost was. You stare at the bullet, makes its way into your hand, then clenched in your palm. Fix this. You need to fix this. That does almost sound cool. You need to fix this before something happens. Something bad. Before it's too late. What else is there? The desk? There's something on it. 2 pieces of paper lying down. Any doubts that this was not deliberate vacate your mind. They're not gone. They left. When? Where? Even if they just left a few hours ago, they could have headed anywhere in the country by now. Oh shit, I forgot about the song. The monochromatic weirdo. What a great song this is. I think it's one of the earlier ones. It's it's the one that plays when you see Fang on the stairway. It's great for that purpose. It is such a funky and the title. Great. You know, I bought one of those Mr. Beast Feastable bars, those chocolate bars, and to this day I'm like, I want to get another one. And I'm starting to wonder if they put fucking crack cocaine in that thing. Because I don't feel like that about anything else. Actually, that might be... I'm too used to safe European food. This is actually a pretty good song. You know, let's just play that for a bit. The Hunt for More Use. Jesus fucking Christ, you're loading a list of audio files. I'm not asking you to load the fucking files themselves. Jesus, Window Explorer, what's wrong with you? Jesus, Window Explorer, what's wrong with you? I'm just making sure I'm still alive. It's almost been a week since anyone's seen them. Focus. The papers. If there's still a chance of if there's even a chance of a lead, you'll need it. You flip over the left paper. The handwriting is unknown, rough, and difficult to read. It's got to be Anon's. We're leaving Volcaldera. The first sentence reads. You clench your eyes shut, unwilling to continue. You were sure that is not a clean loop. Fuck. That's not a clean loop. Shit. I don't even have any likes. No likes, no love. We're leaving Volcaldera, the first sentence reads. Your eyes clenched shut, unwilling to continue. You were sure this was the case, but to read it so plainly hurts more than you could have imagined. They don't even want you to be here. You're a liability. A threat. The reasons are many and deep. Fang and I no longer feel safe after everything that's happened this month. Too many attacks and betrayals from too many people. We decided it was in everyone's best interest for us to leave. Please don't come looking for us, as it would only make things worse. If we want to come back, we'll do it on our own terms. Goodbye, Anon. The last word left you is punctuated with a heavy sigh escaping you. Do you respect their wishes and hope they come back one day? A heartfelt reunion where all could be laid bare and forgiven? You doubt it. There's still one paper left to read. You flip it over and Lucy's handwriting is immediately apparent. He knows enough about his daughter to care about the handwriting. Why is this song so long? I'm finally leaving the shithole city. Year after fucking year, I was shit on by almost every person I knew. Constantly. Because I wasn't good enough for them. No matter what I did, there was always something else that I lacked. Or something else that they turned their noses up at. Worst of all was that fucking whore Naomi, whose only claim to fame was getting in everyone else's business, including mine. Through it all, I always had one person there for me. At the first sign of disloyalty, she put a fucking knife in my back. Fuck you, Trish. You called me a friend and then tried to use our friendship as leverage to get me away from someone I love. If I ever see you again, I'll be in front of millions without you. Mom, Dad, you're just two sides of the same coin. One oblivious, one angry, both ignorant. You'll never even fucking try. Instead, just hoping you could just ignore and shout me into whatever you think I should be. Well, I'm out of here now, aren't I? You got what you wanted. Fuck off and stay fucked off. Fang. Your eyes stick to the last word, unable to move. Every sentence you read, I think you made that terrible feeling in your chest first. emotions cry out to be catastrophically released, kept down only by the desire to keep focus. And keep it together! You have to. You need to act. Pick up the pieces they left behind. Make things right. Before you're just a painful memory to her.